To be honest, boxing's never seen nothing like this in the history of boxing. Since it began 250 years ago, it's never seen anything like this. I believe this is going to be great for boxing. I believe we're going to win.
He's going to have after the fight is over, then so be it. I'm already in a no-win situation anyway. To me, it's a win-win. But I'm in a no-win because if I knock him out fast in the first round, they're going to be like, oh man, this wasn't worth it. If I let it go a few rounds and drag it out, they're going to be like, oh man.
I've always been in the gym training. I'm boxing professional fighters. Activity is great. I had 15 fights in 1 year when I was younger. And I think activity is great, but I'm prepared. I'm just ready to go.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson engage in a furious face-to-face confrontation, exchanging harsh words as tensions rise between the two boxing legends.
Didn't even bring that shit up no more.
No, they should bring it up. Okay. They should see the difference from there to now.
Gotcha.
Me at my worst, to me at the biggest event in the history of events right now. There's never been any bigger than this. So what they have to say about that?
What does that say about you if you lose?
Well, I'm not gonna lose. So I can't even fathom losing. I can't even imagine it. I think he thinks this is gonna be a very easy night. It's not gonna be an easy night.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. maintains his confidence despite their heated encounter. He is totally himself, ready to show that he still has the skill and passion.
Get on cruise control, go out there, have some fun, and do what I do best. And that's beat Floyd Mayweather.
Mike Tyson claims that he is perfectly prepared for the task, having trained harder than ever before and seeming sharp and confident in his ability to meet it.
The fighter's waiting for his money. By the time he gets his money, everybody else took their percentage out already. So you don't know who's who. You get what they give you.
You look good. How you feeling physically?
Incredible.
You've been training?
Listen, I was wearing an extra large. It looks like I'm wearing large.
Mike Tyson's trainer, Rafael Cordero, said Tyson is in greater form and sharper than he was before his bout with Roy Jones.
Perfect time with perfect place now. Whereas Mike put everything together. So mentally, physically, we're excited, man. Excited. If the fight was next Saturday, you will be ready for it. We talk about Roy was 4 years ago. Today, Mike is much better than he was when he fought.
Mike Tyson is in peak condition at training camp, sparring at full strength, pushing his limits, and intensely preparing for the forthcoming challenge.
Okay. Calm, be right.
Good. Round one. Boom. Phew. Cut the ring. Exactly. Cut the ring. Exactly.
According to Jeff Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always been happy portraying the villain, and a bout with Mike Tyson may test his legacy while also demonstrating his confidence and competence.
Why? It's easy, because Floyd always was the bad guy. Once again, he's gonna be the bad guy. And I think that if there's any way to try to remove his O, it may happen.
Meanwhile, Tony Jeff recently stated that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s return is motivated by ego, as he cannot abide being overshadowed, particularly following Tyson versus Jake Paul.
We've got to make as much money as we can while we can, and then get out of the sport. But with these two, they're multi-millionaires. And I want to get into the tail of the tape and talk about exactly the records and all of that stuff with it. But first, I just want to say, I believe that these are doing this for different things. Mike Tyson is doing it purely for the money. Purely for the money. Floyd is doing it for the money as well, but also, I believe Floyd's doing it for that limelight. You've seen the numbers that Mike Tyson, Jake Paul got, and I think this is the most viewed fight of all time, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. I might be wrong in saying that, but I'm sure it was. It was hosted on Netflix. And Floyd's been one in the past with his ego that he wants to just, be in that limelight all the time. And when you're not in the limelight all the time, you want to...
Floyd Mayweather Jr. practices hard in camp, moving with exceptional sharpness and agility, seeming deceptively young while exhibiting the speed and precision that distinguished his prime.
Hook right here. Right hand hook. Again. Hook right hand. You slide and drop. Punch it, wait till help you go. Drop. Walk it. Hit it. Six. Punch it. Hit it.
Short. Don't look at it. It's about today.
Watch it. I step back like I have my distance. That's why I step. See, I have my distance. Fighters don't know their distance. You gotta know your distance.
Floyd pounds the heavy bags with power and precision, demonstrating his speed, technique, and unwavering focus.
Again, touch the gun. Hit it.
Put it wrong.
Hit it.
As boxing stars return for exhibition bouts, analyst Henry doubts the sport's destiny. He mentions that Manny Pacquiao is scheduled to meet Ruslan Provodnikov, while Floyd Mayweather Jr. is linked to Mike Tyson. He feels these matchups are driven by financial opportunity rather than sporting necessity. He finds the situation unusual and disturbing, especially when veteran combatants return for a rematch. Concerns about Tyson have grown even stronger following his recent high-profile return against Jake Paul, which has already ignited debate.
Mayweather's taking on Mike Tyson of all people. That's the most money-motivated thing I've ever heard. It's utterly bizarre. And I don't want to see Mike Tyson anywhere near the ring again, especially after that Jake Paul fiasco. This whole thing's incredibly weird. I don't like it. I'm a proper boxing fan, and these fights to me, this OAP stuff they've got going on when they bring back these old fighters for one more go at each other, it's just not something that I particularly enjoy. Now look, it's going to be on Netflix. It's probably going to be a massive event. I'm probably going to end up covering it because they are two former champions of note, and it is going to go on their professional records. But if you thought the first fight wasn't particularly entertaining, I can't imagine this one's going to be much better. The one thing I will say is that I believe Pacquiao's in better condition than I realized after the effort he put in against Mario.
At the same time, Henry agrees that the event will be massive, especially with a platform like Netflix involved, which might attract a larger audience and garner major media coverage. Despite the criticism, there is intrigue. He examines deterioration as the true storyline, asking who has lost more sharpness. Mayweather has been inactive for several years. Pacquiao, on the other hand, has faced more opponents in total. Even purists who despise the concept of celebrity boxing contests are intrigued by the ambiguity, as such events are frequently questioned for their legality and competitiveness.
Has not had a proper fight in such a long time, which you could argue means he won't be as sharp in the ring. But then on the other hand, Pacquiao's had way more fights than Mayweather has, so you could argue he's got less left in the tank. It's difficult to figure out what it means for either guy, and we don't really know which way it's going to go. But I guess, if I'm being really honest, as much as I don't love it, there's always going to be a little bit of intrigue there. Kind of don't like myself for it, but I'm just being honest with you guys. And I think if we want to have a real conversation about what this fight represents is a continued frustration around the truth about the first fight, which was that it came too late and it turned into more and more of a cash grab. This fight embodies that to a whole new level. Even for the broadcaster Netflix, I don't believe they're truly invested in the sport of boxing. They'll take one-off big events that get them more subscribers, that increase their revenue, that increase their subscription base, but they don't really care about the sport. If they did, they'd be putting on a lot more events than just these mega fights that involve, influencers and fighters that are well past them.
Ade Oladipo disputes the reported clash between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson in Congo. He wonders if the event is actually happening or fading away. He is perplexed by the abnormally early disclosure, given that the battle was set for September but was announced in February. The difference feels enormous when compared to the typical 3 or 4-month promotion cycle. That long runway implies either a massive worldwide buildup or uncertainty behind the scenes. He also investigates Netflix's practice of organizing spectacle-driven contests.
There's also talk about Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson in the Congo. Is that now scrapped? Why are they announcing this several months before the event? I mean, is it a massive buildup? I mean, when you think about it, most fights are announced 3 months, 4 before an event. This one, September. We are in February, people. Like, what is going on? I mean, what are Netflix doing? Netflix are kind of, obviously, they're picking up and putting on really random stuff. Like Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. If you are an MMA fan, that fight was supposed to happen way more than a decade ago. Way more than a decade ago. They're doing it now. Will it get big numbers? I guess it kind of will. They've obviously done the Jake Paul stuff. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul versus AJ. They done massive numbers. Crawford Canelo, a serious fight. And then
from crossover concepts to the large numbers created by Jake Paul events, the platform is designed for mass appeal, as evidenced by its capacity to draw varied audiences and generate significant viewing across multiple demographics. Aide concedes that the formula, while seemingly random, is likely to succeed. Despite his reservations, he speaks as a real supporter of Floyd Mayweather Jr. His interest in boxing shifted from Mike Tyson's supremacy to the British icons, and then back to America, courtesy to Floyd's genius. He sees Mayweather as a special individual who mastered both marketing and ring intelligence, much as Conor McGregor did in his field.
Massive Floyd fan. Like, my journey into boxing, obviously when I was young, it was very much Mike Tyson, but then it went and became a UK thing. The ITV days of, I don't know, Ben Eubank, etc., Michael Watson, and then eventually Joe Calzaghe, Prince Nassim, etc., etc. My reason for going back and watching American boxing is solely down to Floyd. Like, I was obsessed with everything Floyd Mayweather did. I thought he was a genius when it comes to marketing and a genius in the ring. Like, it's very rare that the two go together, which is why I think everyone kind of fell in love with Conor McGregor, right? Because Conor McGregor was a genius outside the ring in terms of how to sell a fight. And in the octagon, he actually proved that he can fight as well. Floyd, obviously on a completely different level, but you know what I mean? Very similar. Someone that talks the talk and walks the walk. And Floyd most certainly.
Wade Clemens provides an honest assessment on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s comeback to the ring, emphasizing the dichotomy between legacy and financial motivation. He argues that watching a boxer of Floyd's stature fight again at this stage might be disappointing to fans since it shows the decision is motivated by profit rather than passion for the sport. Longtime fans are concerned that a magnificent career will be eclipsed by a desire for money above athletic excellence.
Mayweather had financial troubles because of the money he owed to the IRS, because of the terrible business and real estate investments that he's made, and apparently some of these have gone under, and he is owed back rent, or he is owing back rent, and he is delinquent on a lot of payments for a lot of different things right now. These things seem to have added up for Floyd, and now it's pretty apparent that not only is he doing these, bank robbery style exhibitions, but it looks like he absolutely needs to do it, which is very, very sad. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Floyd Mayweather as an individual outside of the ring, but I never want to see athletes have their money mismanaged or mismanage their own money so badly that they go broke in retirement, and it looks like that's kind of what's happening. And here's a snippet from Business Insider because it made me want to pay for the entire.
Despite media speculation concerning Floyd's finances, Clemens categorically denies any accusations of financial hardship, underlining that the fighter is not straining to meet his responsibilities. He emphasizes that reports suggesting significant debt are inaccurate and misrepresent the situation. Nonetheless, he openly concedes that the event is obviously profitable and that the financial incentive plays an important role in making it happen. While some may see the move as disappointing or solely commercial, Clemens sees it as a deliberate decision that combines Floyd's persistent competitive spirit with the reality of opportunity. In his opinion, it is both a show for the audience and an example of Mayweather's meticulous management of his career and image.
Strongly denies any kind of financial distress, but the headlines aren't slowing it down. $54 million alleged dollars in debt. So it makes sense why they would want to do this, and it's strictly for money, let's be honest. This is a clear money grab, but this is going to be a terrible fight. This is not going to be a fight that anyone outside of watching Mike Tyson walk to the ring and the idea that maybe he'll knock out the little guy in Floyd that Tyson for a long time didn't like. You know, for a long time called Floyd a small little angry man or a small little scared man because he couldn't walk his kids to school by himself, mainly because Floyd had, he kind of disrespected Muhammad Ali, who was Mike Tyson's favorite fighter and one that he would never put himself above. But Mike's 60 years old. And if there was a time for Mike to get him and knock him out or whatever, it never would have happened because they were in completely different weight classes and X, Y, Z. If you wanted to settle it outside of boxing, that's one thing, but now they're stepping into this exhibition. There's not going to be any weight classes.
Ariel Helwani expressed strong opinions about the upcoming fight between two boxing legends, sparking debate among fans. He believes the battle is mostly superfluous, questioning the usefulness of bringing boxers back at this late juncture in their careers. Helwani believes the match is more of a spectacle than a serious competitive encounter, as both athletes are well past their prime and no longer at the pinnacle of their physical talents. He is concerned that the risks may outweigh any entertainment or financial benefits, emphasizing that the fighter's health should come first. Helwani's remarks mirror a larger discussion in boxing concerning the return of past champions, particularly when such events appear to be motivated by attention or profit rather than genuine competition. While fans may be excited to see familiar names in the ring, Helwani advises caution, noting that age inevitably impacts speed, reflexes, and endurance. He believes the bout is needless and may diminish rather than commemorate both boxers' legacies.
Economic times, there's economic challenges. These corporations and companies, they're looking to make profit. And if they put out a pay-per-view and a lot of people, another thing is the fighters. I'm blaming the fighters too, because there's a lot of guys, they're not bigger than the fighters of yesteryear. That's why you can have a Floyd Mayweather and a Mike Tyson whose brands are so big. This is going to be a big fight. It's going to be, just because it's a freak show, circus fight, whatever you want to say. Some people are going to be mad at it. I don't want to see it, blah, blah, blah. But the curiosity is always going to get the best of the masses, especially if they put this on Netflix or Amazon or whoever, right? And that's the reality. A lot of these new fighters, Gen Z fighters, people under 30, they're not marketing them.
Johnny Nelson recently provided insight into the dynamics of the highly anticipated fight between Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr., stressing details that many viewers may overlook. He noted that, despite their age, Mayweather still demonstrates outstanding speed, power, and precision, moving with a precision that impresses even experienced viewers. In training, he has a youthful style, striking the bags with intensity and attention that shows years of focused practice. Nelson also explored the human aspect of boxing legends, pointing out that decisions to return to the ring are frequently motivated by factors other than pride or competition. Financial obligations, familial considerations, and the desire to stay relevant in the sport all play a part. While some fans are concerned about legacy hazards, Nelson points out that these fighters are still highly competent athletes who can perform at an elite level by combining experience, natural talent, and deliberate preparation.
You're going up against Floyd Mayweather. This guy was unbeaten as a fighter. He still physically has ring craft. He still physically can move about the ring and do what he has to do. I think for Mike Tyson, he's going to be very frustrated. He will want to lay a shot on him to get rid of him, but unfortunately, you slow down. Father Time gets the better of us all. And even though I think when it comes to a fan's favourite, I'm quite sure most of the fans would love to see Mike Tyson put Floyd in his place, and that's probably what will be the attraction as well. But you've got to remember, Mike Tyson's 59 years old. You've got to remember, Floyd Mayweather is still hitting the bag in the gym. He's still moving around, even though he's 48 years old. But you've got to remember, these guys are individuals, their fathers, their brothers, or whatever. And they still want to earn a massive chunk of money. Where's Mike Tyson? Whatever they're getting paid. Where's Mike Tyson at 59 going to earn this kind of money? Where's Floyd Mayweather at this time of life going to make this kind of money? It doesn't matter what we say about legacy. These guys are still going to live. These guys are still thinking, you know what, I'll take the heat, I'll take the criticism, but you know what, my bank account's all right, my family's all right. And I know it's crude, and I know it takes a shine off it, but that's real talk. So these guys are now in a position where where people want to pay them a lot of money to fight each other. It's against somebody they don't like. So again, ego's going to get the better of common sense with Mike, as far as I'm concerned.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next time.